Today I want to walk through 3 different RV power system options that more and more people are considering. All 3 of these are energy-dense power options, meaning they deliver a lot of usable watt hours without taking up a lot of space. 2 of the options are built around large lithium batteries, and both of those are energy-dense batteries with a relatively small footprint. Now I'm doing this inside my garage, so everything will be easy to see: the batteries, the power equipment, and how energy flows without anything hidden behind cabinets or panels. This video is about understanding options, not telling you what to use. Option 1, 5,900 watt hours, a 12-volt battery and inverter charger. So let's start with a traditional 12-volt battery system. This is a Vatrer 12.8 volt 460 amp hour lithium battery. It has approximately 5,900 watt hours and measures approximately 19 by 11 by 10 inches. This single battery replaces what used to be 4 or 5 separate 100 amp hour 12 volt batteries. Same voltage, same RV architecture, much higher energy density in one enclosure. To actually use that energy, it's connected to a Redodo 3,000 watt inverter charger. It has 110 volts AC output, 3,000 watt continuous power with a high surge capability. This unit converts battery power to household AC power and also handles charging as an all-in-one combination unit. That means this setup can directly power an RV and functions as a complete standalone electrical system. One important advantage here is consolidation. By using one large battery instead of multiple smaller ones and an inverter charger, you eliminate inter-battery wiring, extra bus bars and fuses, and many of the balancing issues that come with battery banks. That reduces wiring cost, installation time, and overall system complexity. This is a big reason large format 12-volt batteries make sense today. Option 2, 9,700 watt hours, high voltage battery and power station hub. So now let's look at a 51.2 volt system, because this is where a lot of confusion comes from. This battery here is a HumSync 51.2 volt 150 amp hour lithium battery. It has approximately 7,700 watt hours and measures approximately 27 by 13 by 10 inches. This battery is physically larger, stores more energy, and does it at a higher voltage. Instead of directly powering the RV, this battery feeds a power station, which becomes the electrical hub. For this demonstration, I'm using an all-way 2,400 watt power station. So it has a 2,400 watt inverter, a 2,048 watt hour onboard battery, and a 30 amp RV outlet. This device is what actually powers the RV. It manages the inverter, MPPT charger, protection, and load management. The 51.2 volt battery acts like a large external fuel tank, feeding energy into the power station through its solar port. The power station decides when to pull power, how much to pull, and supplies power to the RV based on the demand. Now, one quick clarification here. Using a power station as the main RV power hub does require a small modification to the RV's electrical system. That modification is relatively simple, but it's outside the scope of this video. I've already made a separate video showing that process step by step, and I'll link that below. The same consolidation benefit applies here. Using one large 51.2 volt battery instead of multiple smaller batteries means space consolidation, fewer cables, fewer connection points, and fewer things to troubleshoot. Regardless of voltage, reducing battery count reduces space requirements, cost, and complexity. Option 3, power station only. The third option is running only a power station with no external battery. This is the same power station you just saw used by itself. You still get a high power inverter, onboard energy storage, and a 30 amp RV outlet. This option has the smallest footprint, requires the least wiring, and is the simplest to deploy. The trade-off is runtime. You're limited to the power station's internal battery capacity. For many people, especially weekend use or portable setups, this can be more than enough. Charging all three options. So all three options still need to be charged. The 12-volt system charges through the combination Inverter-Charger. The 51.2-volt battery uses a dedicated 48-volt charger. The power station charges through its built-in charging system. Different methods, same goal: safely storing energy for later use. Now, watt hours versus voltage. This is where people often get tripped up. You often hear people discussing amp hours when discussing their power system, but amp hours alone doesn't tell the full story. Watt hours do. Watt hours tell you how long a system can run. Here you can see how the wattage hour changes for the same amp hour batteries, but with different voltages. Also, it's important to note that voltage doesn't create energy. It changes how efficiently energy is moved. Higher voltage equals lower amps for the same wattage. So remember, volts times amps equals watts. So higher voltage means lower current, smaller wires or cables equal lower cost, less loss over distance. So here's the final takeaway. Option 1, a large 12-volt battery and inverter charger consolidates space, capacity, and simplifies traditional RV systems. Option 2, a 51.2-volt energy-dense battery feeding a power station hub combines high energy per consolidated footprint with centralized power management. Option 3, a power station by itself offers the simplest and most compact solution. All three are energy-dense power options. The right choice comes down to how much energy you need, how much space you have, and the level of complexity. Now, just to be clear about my personal setup, I use a power station-based system with an external battery as my RV power hub. However, this video isn't about what I use, it's about helping you understand the different options. Once you understand watt hours, energy density, physical footprint, and system architecture, choosing the right RV power setup becomes so much easier. So thank you so much for watching and stay charged!